All right, we are about to get started. We want to welcome you to our new week. Today is Monday. Okay, and we believe that by the end of the call, you'll have a better version of what you're supposed to do. Protocol observed. There are different people from different walks of lives that we are blessed to have today. My name is Julius, and it's a privilege to host you today, ladies and gentlemen, to share with you different approaches that could help you win better. For a stone fact, uh, is that today we shall be able to learn and cover amazing topic in the next 2 minutes from now. So feel free to invite your team to be with us tonight or this morning, depending on the time zone where you are joining us. Thank you for joining us. And in the next 1 minute, we shall be kicking off. And you can feel free to share the link. Today, we mark basically 13 years when the video I'm going to play of a certain gentleman who sold his 10,000 Bitcoins to basically win himself 2 pieces. So I want to play for you that video as you are sharing the link, as you're inviting a friend, as you're inviting a brother to learn our signals and presets. And I hope it will be a lovely session. All right. Okay. As we get our guest speaker trainer for today getting, and we get started, I basically would love once again to welcome you all to our morning training. If you are here for the very, very first time, feel at home. In the next 1 hour, basically, we shall be done. And we don't want to take much of the time for the day, but basically to make sure that we all feel welcomed, we all feel home. I'll play for you this video as we remember 13 years, as we remember 13 straight years in a statement that I've posted on our different WhatsApp groups. Before I play the video, in the statements I've posted on the different WhatsApp groups of the crypto ambassadors, we have been able to express that 13 years ago today, Lanzol Haiknes spent 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. And for that act, I'll be forever grateful to him. That single action, which was done knowingly or unknowingly, started the revolution that proved Bitcoin can be used as a medium of exchange. Today, the world is different from 13 years ago. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are no longer in the fingers. They are dominant, and they will continue to gain even more and more prominence each day. We want to thank you, sir, for this act, because when I listen to this video, like we're going to listen to this video yourselves, it was a significant act, a phenomenal act. Before we go into the signals and the presets, I want to play for you this video that was a significant decision that has changed my life, that has changed thousands of people's lives, that has made me someone who works at home, that has made me to stay in my own house, decide what I want to do when I want to do it, that has given me the freedom to retire early, young, healthy, and financially free. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to play for you this video, then we're going to start our session for today.
I'm offering 10,000 Bitcoins in exchange for some pizza. And somebody there said, hey, I'll take you up on that offer. So I sent him the 10,000 Bitcoin. I said, okay, here it is. I'm waiting for my pizza. And, he phoned it in, he paid with his credit card, and the pizza showed up at my door. Here you can see the original pizzas, and that's my daughter's hand. She was a year old.
Wow. You paid 10,000 Bitcoin for one pizza?
It was 2 pizzas, actually.
Oh, you got 2 pizzas out of it.
And, I mean, maybe the person spent $30, $40, something like that.
What would it be worth today?
$80 million, I don't know.
$80 million?
A lot. People laugh at that, but at the time it wasn't worth anything.
Right.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, once again for your decision to pursue this career or this phenomenal change in the crypto market space that has been a powerful decision to change thousands of people's lives. A good morning once again and welcome to today's training. Today, being a Monday, we look at one of the best subjects that we believe as the crypto ambassadors. We believe one of the best subjects that we believe as a crypto ambassadors, anyone who gets started in our team should be able to understand, comprehend, and use as a systematic system to enable them win. By the end of this call, we believe you will have been able to understand that Royalq can be fully automated robot, and because of maybe your inability, potential power to automate the robot, ladies and gentlemen, you can also be able to use our signals and our preset system. We also believe, before we get started into the signals and the presets, that as you start trading with us, you'll be able to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that in most of your times of trading with us, the following will be paramount, or will be some of the things you needed to be able to get to your fingertips. But before I will go into those, maybe I will come in later at the cycle as we move on. Allow me introduce to you our amazing topic for today. The signals and the presets. Just a minute as my as my documents reload. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, beauty is that Our guest speaker is already in the house. So I'll parliamentary welcome him. I'll parliamentary welcome him to take us through today's session before I continue. Welcome, Mr. Mubiru Spirit, and happy to have you with us as we celebrate 13 years of Bitcoin existence, one of the important things. But today, we are taking our team into signals and presets. Happy to have you with us this morning. And we believe that you will be doing us an amazing work this morning as our team is learning how to set the signals and the presets this morning. Welcome, sir, and good morning.
Yes, thank you very much, Leader Julius, for the opportunity you have given me also to appear here in today's meeting. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to have all of you. I cannot start without recognizing different people. First of all, let me recognize with those people who joined us this week. Yes, the last week we have just concluded. We have got a number of them, okay? And I believe they are here with us. If you started especially if you started this very month, you are most welcome. This is our family. What I know about this business, especially if we work with our team, unless it is you who don't want to make money, but there's everything in place that we need to see that every person who started a business, whether you are new, whether you have been old in the business, you still make the money. So that means we have developed a system whereby someone just need to copy and paste. Okay, you just need to learn how to insert in the details given and then enjoy your profit. Ladies and gentlemen, I got started in this business. It was 2021 in August. And that means in August this very year, I'll be making my 2 years in this business. So if you are new, you thought that Royalq is closing this year, Royalq is here to stay, and it's still be paying every single time, okay? So my role is very simple today, ladies and gentlemen, though I don't know whether I'm audible enough. Let me check my microphone, because if I just proceed, I may not know. As I'm proceeding, comment with one. Though I cannot forget to recognize the presence of our leaders, especially the V5s. We have, actually these days they are not called the V5s. You know, Royalq changed the name. Now they are called team leaders. Yes, we have 2 team leaders on this call. That is Leader Julius and Leader OBM. That means the majority of us, we still need to fight hard, okay? We still need to fight hard so that we can also upgrade. And then I cannot forget to recognize the presence of the former V4s, and today they are called senior brokers in the business, okay? And we have the V3s, the V2s, and those who have just started the business. You are most welcome. Let me see whether I'm audible. All right. Yes, according to what I see, people are saying my voice is okay. That means for you, if you cannot hear me very well, it is you who need to change the location. Okay. Now my role is very simple, ladies and gentlemen, is to show you how you trade with the robot when you are given a signal. Okay. Sometimes when we are new, actually, when I take you back by the time when we had just started, we didn't have this system. Though people used to make money, but it was accidentally. We didn't have a proven system whereby someone has done it for a long time and has produced results like what we have now. What we are going to talk tonight or today, it has been proven that if you follow this system, trust me, you'll be making money. Though when it comes to trading, what can limit you, it is your trading capital. Don't forget that, because someone may say, may I have 15? And this guy wants to make money every single day, which may be difficult due to the market situation, because sometimes the trade takes long to be sold. And then if you are trading with only 15, then that means patience must be your number one factor to consider. However, we are lucky that every single day we have a system that someone can just look at, and then you go and make money out of the market. And this system is called, actually it's called 3%, 300 times. That's the system. I think, let me show you, let me slide my screen and I show you that post. Maybe for you, you have just started, you don't know what we are talking about. Okay. So let me go into my pictures very fast. Okay. I want to show you that what we are talking about. I want to show you what we are talking about. Actually, let me pass here. Okay, very fast. This is it. Just look at this. This is what we are talking about. This is our trading strategy as crypto ambassadors, as a team, where we are using what we call 300 times strategy. Okay. This strategy, let me read it for you. This strategy is an extremely powerful robotic trading strategy that can give extraordinary returns and profits. Then point 2, with only 15 USDT, you can profit up to 100K. Sometimes it sounds absurd, but doable. And we have seen it when it's giving people money when they are compounding. I mean, when after having one successful trade, then you increase according to the percentage you are taking or you are following. So you just need to join and learn this method. Once you learn this method, then that's the way to go. Okay, though what you should not forget, this robot can be automated. Okay, I mean, if you have your trading capital, you can say, me, I don't have time, let me set my robot into a circle mode. With the circle mode, that means you are willing to trade a particular coin over and over and over again. Here, it requires some big capital. Actually, me, I always tell people that whenever you want to have what we call a circle mode trading, where you don't need to set signals every single day, at least make sure you have 1,500 USDT per coin. Once you have that money, you can trade one coin in a circle. However, if you trade one coin in a circle with 1,000, and another guy trade signals with 1,000, this guy can make more money than you. That means with the circle mode, at least it requires someone when you have developed what we call significant trading capital. Okay, so that one will be talked about later. And when I finish this, I will invite Leader Julius back to show us the parameters we can use, those ones who are interested in trading with the circle mode. However, once you follow this strategy, it is very simple, because just look at this, ladies and gentlemen, just look at this. This is given for free as a team. And sometimes you may meet someone and say that I'll be giving you signal and you pay me money. I have seen platforms whereby people pay money for them to get access to signals. But we are lucky that we've got good leaders who are caring for other people. Okay? For them to get these signals, they pay money, but they don't charge their team members. That means that's a privilege, and that is the advantage you get if you join crypto ambassadors as a team. That is a privilege you get when you work with crypto ambassadors. You'll be given signals, trading signals for free. Actually, we provide trading signals exclusively for our team, which you can trade to earn assured profits every single day. Okay, every single day, and you trade and you earn what you call assured profit. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, also apply our amazing, you can also apply our amazing 3%, 300 strategy to compound your profits and grow your wealth exponentially. So every single day, once you follow our strategy, we are sure that at least you cannot fail to get 2% to 5%, because what I can assure you, our trading signals, they are always delivered. They are always delivered, especially if you can trade with at least a minimum of 4 margin calls. What sometimes causes delay for some people in the market is for them to fail to raise the capital that can at least trade 4 margin calls. But once you can do this, then the business becomes simple. And that's why we say, once you start with this business, everyone can make money because we have everything. So that means when you get started, make sure that at least you are introduced on these groups. These are the groups where those signals are dropped. However, we have got so many other leaders who have got personal groups whereby they immediately, when they drop these signals on these groups, they also distribute them to their personal groups. So that means make sure when you start a business, if you are here, make sure you are attached at least to one of the groups where signals are being sent every single day. Once you do that, then you don't need your upline, you don't need your neighbor, you don't need anyone to be successful in this business. And with that strategy, I always tell people that if you fail to make the money, no one you can blame. That means it's your personal failure, because a lot of people are using it every single day and they are earning. Now, how about you? Why is that for you are saying me I'm not making money out of this business? Okay, so that is all. Then 2 is to show you how do these signals look like. Let me visit our main group where they are dropped. Though today, don't forget, it is a pizza day here in Uganda. Yes, so if you're in Uganda, their outlets, actually Binance is directing you. I think most of you have been receiving some messages from Binance. Once you click on that signal, on that link, they're showing you outlets where you can go and access pizza. Yes, let us enjoy. Okay, so next is show you how do these signals look like. Like, for example, this is a sample of signal. I don't say that you trade this signal because it was dropped at 7 a.m. Ugandan time or East African Standard Time. So now it is 10:30. That means you are late for you to trade this signal. But this is a sample. This is a sample. It can do as a sample. It can do as a sample for us. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it was, remember, once you are given any signal, it must have a name. It must have a name. There must be what we call preset price. There must be what we call take profit. Okay, and then there must be what we call drop. That's all. After, for you just need to master how you can get those details and fill them into your robot, and then you wait your money. That's all. So I don't get it in my sense whenever I see someone who is leaving these groups that he has failed to make the money. When you have everything in a position, okay, and with this strategy, which is giving people good money every single day, though sometimes it is determined by the size of the trading capital you are using and the market situation. So that's all. That's the sample. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. If it's available. Yes, it must be available. But let me show you another one. Another signal, another signal, another. I'm looking for. Yes, look at this one. The other one, it was for current price, but this one, they had given you what we call a preset price. Do you see? So a signal must have a name, preset price, take profit, and take TP or take profit callback and the call drop. So you just need to learn how to use these four. There are four. Actually, there are, yes, there are five. One, the name, the preset, the take profit, the take profit callback, and the call drop. Sometimes people say, you give me a setting so that when I get any coin, I just click on my setting. My friend, sometimes this one changes. It's not always the same every single coin. So that means you just need to learn how to use them personally. Okay, so that's all. Then two, after getting that, two is to visit our robot. Two is to visit our robot. Okay, two is to visit our robot, and then we insert in the details given. However, sometimes people don't know where to go. Okay, when it comes to settings, signals, they don't know where to go. Okay, they don't know where to go. But I cannot forget, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you are given any signal, please mind about the time. Please never forget to mind about the time. Never enter any signal late. Once you find that you are late, you leave. You forego and wait another one, because during the day there are so many signals who are dropped, because once you enter that signal when it's late, you are going to find that you are going to have different results. And once you get different results, I've seen people are too impatient with the floating loss. And it is the opposite. When someone is having some USDT on his account, it's like as if they are seated on fire. Okay, they don't want to look at those USDT. They are always on someone's inbox. I want to trade. I want to trade. I want to trade. But once they enter in a trade and then it fails to deliver in their expected time, they start. They also do the same. Though this is also a note for us when we are trading with the signals. It is not a must that signals must deliver in 24 hours or in 12 hours. It is not a must. But once we given a signals, we expect that they're supposed to deliver at a specific time, which is not known. So that means don't go to someone's inbox complaining that for you have traded a coin for 2 days. Who told you that it's not supposed to take 2 days? I don't think that we have someone who has ever taught that. Even the presentation, we will never mention that when you trade with us, our coin will deliver in less than 12 hours. We have never said that. So I get surprised to see someone who is coming and complaining that me, I've traded this coin since yesterday. Okay, I think now the point is okay, and it is very clear, and everyone now knows that coins can deliver at any time, which is not known. Okay, it can take 1 hour, it can take 10 hours, it can take 12 hours, it can take 24 hours, it can take 1 day, 3 days, 2 days, 5 days, 1 month, and so on. It depends. Okay, so that is all. And then this is where you can go. The first step when you are going to trade with the signal is to look for the name or to look for the coin given. So where can you go? First of all, you can click here. Okay, let me show you with a pen. You can click here and search for that coin. Or if you don't want, you can click here. There are two avenues where you can pass through. Okay, let's assume that we are using this signal. It was XRP. Yes, don't trade XRP. Me, I'm just teaching you, or I'm just showing you how you can go in case you are given any signal. Let's take an example of XRP. Okay, so the first step is to look for XRP. The next step is to look for XRP. Yes, this is it. All right, that is it. I've got it. Once you get it, then next is to create a trade. So here we have what we call, look at this. Sometimes it is confusing people. They don't know where to go. Okay, whenever we give you any signal, we expect you to use what we call martingale board. All signals are given must be traded in what we call martingale strategy board, unless someone has told you or has indicated that now use grid board. But if you don't see anything, please, always we use what we call martingale strategy board. Buy separately and sell in a whole. That's what it means. With martingale strategy, we buy separately. That's why we are talking about margin calls. We buy separately and sell in a whole if you want. Though you can also sell separately, apart from the 4 margin calls. Right. Now let us go. Let us go. This is it. This is it. This is it. Let me bring my pen. This is it. I'm showing you how to set a signal by yourself. We always consider this one. We feel free to create our own strategy, more flexibility. That's where we click, and then we proceed. So now, after reaching on this page, that means I'm going to tap on what you call trade setting. I'm going to tap on trade setting. Now, with the trade setting, that means I'm starting now to put in the details given. However, the first buy will not be given because our trading capital is not the same. So at the end of the day, it's up to you to choose which amount are you going to consider as your first buy. When we talk about first buy, we mean the amount of money you would like to start with your trade. That's what it means. So I believe everyone, you can go and come on this page. I believe, let me first come back. Let me first come back. You know, it's not good to teach, to just proceed. Sometimes some people are slow learners, yes, by nature. And it's normal. It's normal. So if I'm fast, you let me know. But I believe, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, you can move and reach where I've been. Let me see. If you can go up to where I've been, go on chat and type for me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, go on chat and type for me. Yes, if you can go up to the level where I've been from the start, from the getting the name of the coin, and you can get the coin from the very many coins we have. We have so many coins. Can you identify the coin? Yes. According to what I see, it is yes. But in case for you, it is a no, please, you say no, because you are here alone. Remember, when you don't make the money, you suffer alone. It is you who suffer. So don't go with the majority in case you have missed any point. Okay? So I've not seen someone who is saying, you know, that means all of us, we can go up to that level. Then after that point, then we are going to proceed. 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 Now, let me share my screen once again. Since you are following, let me share my screen once again. Now, that means the business is very simple and the business is very duplicable. Everyone you can duplicate. I don't get it whenever I see someone who is saying I'm working alone. When you have this system where you just need to take someone step by step, how can you, first of all, to identify the coin, and then next is to fill in the details given. However, we have got this simple, may I call it a simple strategy you can also use. Let me look for it here. It's very simple, which determines your first buy. We have this one. If you have at least 225 and above, please always you must choose on this. You must always choose on this. You can either use +1, that is the strategy setting for one shot, or you can use what we call Fibonacci, or you can use double up. Remember, each detect different USDTs. So you set according to the amount of money you have on your exchanger. Though, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, let us fight hard and be in position at least to set for margin calls. Once you have a potential of trading with 4 margin calls, that means for you, you can take short time rather than having only $15 and trade and press a signal and just wait a coin to just go up without buying down. So that is it. That's all. So if you don't know how to use that, you tell me. So this is it. Always our sample is 15. Always we start with 15. Because if you have 225 and you want 4 margin calls and you want to use what you call +1, that means you need to start with 15 as your first buy. Though this is a little bit challenging, and here people are showing greed of the highest order. They are so much concerned if the coin just go up and they have only used 15, rather than caring about what if the coin just go down. Because if you trade with 15 and get the profit of 15, you don't lose anything, rather than overstand the market. And then next point is the putting in the details for margin calls. Always margin calls must be 4 and above. Now we have this one. Open double up. When you open this double position, that means the robot will double each activity will be doing. It is going to double everything in your settings. Okay. And then our coin was XRP, and then our take profit. Let me go back and look for our take profit and see. Let me go back and look for our take profit and see what was it. It was let me look for it. It was up here. Okay, if I fail to get it, first I will choose another coin because things remain the same. You just, yes, this is it. Our take profit was 3. Okay, here you just need to put 3. Sometimes this is constant, but it's always 0.01. That is take profit callback. So then 2 is to click on what we call is now margin calls. Is now margin call drop. I've told you we have 3 systems or 3 strategies of one shot you can pick. However, for you to get this, you need to calculate what you call drop. Our call drop is 3. Now, once you are given any call drop, it is very simple. Always go to your calculator, divide your call drop and divide it by the number of margin calls. That means you are going to get the answer. Though, after getting the answer, you can also with call drop, I mean, the number of times someone would like to buy low. That is the percentage. Let me finish this. I had done a P2P trading. Let me complete it. I think that's why someone is calling me here. You will excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me finish this. You know, they had already appealed. Let me complete my order before I get problems with my Binance. Yes, if they have never blocked your Binance, you ask me, and I tell you what happened to me last one day. Okay, now the order is completed. I don't think anyone will disturb me. So, ladies and gentlemen, how do you calculate call drop? It's very simple. We go to our calculator. Let me look for my calculator. Okay, this is my calculator. And the 3, I divide by number of margin call. Number of margin calls is 4. That means the call drop, my call drop, each call drop is going to be around 0.75. Though, for you can decide to take the first call as 0.5, 0.5, and then you take 1. It depends on what you want. But if you want, you can keep them uniform. Okay, so I'm going to keep them uniform, 0.75. Okay. If you don't know what I'm doing, please you ask. This is, if you don't know where I've got this, you ask. But I've divided the percentage given with the number of margin calls I'm using. Okay, that is it. I can decide to make them uniform, or you can alternate this up to the moment when you, once you add, it is a 3%. And then this side, I've told you, we've got 3 ways through which you can trade with it. And I've told you, you can decide to use +1. Okay, you can decide to use +1. Then with +1, that means you are going to start with 2, then +1, 3, +1, 4, +1, 5. 5. Sometimes people don't get this. However, that means each call, whenever the coin drop, if the robot is to make the first call, the coin must drop by 0.7%. And here it is going to use 15 times 2. That means next call, or the first call, the robot is going to invest $30. So that means we are going to add 15, the first 15 plus 30. And then here, if the coin keep on dropping by 0.75, the robot will also invest in 15 times 3. That means next time it is going to invest 45. I think you are adding. So that means if you have only $15, well, you cannot trade with this. And the same, once the coin keeps on dropping with this percentage, the robot will add in 15 times 4. That is 60. Yes, it is $60. And then lastly, we expect this coin at least to drop by 3%. The robot will also invest in 15 times 5. That is $75. So that means 75 plus 60 plus 45 plus 30 plus 15. That is your trading capital you need. And that trading capital is around 225. That's all. Once you finish that, then this is the way to go. You just need to confirm, save, confirm, like that, the way I'm doing it. And then this is always changes our trading, our trades. This one, never forget this. Always, ladies and gentlemen, never forget the preset price. If you forget this preset, actually, in most people, the majority of the population I've seen here who are complaining about the floating loss, the challenge was on their preset price. For them, immediately after setting it, they just come and start, and they start at the current price. So Though the person who dropped the coin told you must buy below this one. Do you see how you make a mistake? And then as others are celebrating, for you come out and show us that I trade the same coin and my coin has not yet delivered. The robot is not working. The system is too bad, you see, yet it is your challenge. So endeavor to get this. Where do you get it? You get it from the coin, or it is given on the coin, you see. Sometimes it is called the entry. Sometimes they just say entry. Okay, once you see entry, you just know that that is the preset price. Once you see current price, it remains the same. So that is all. That is all. You just need to tap here, put in the preset price given, confirm, and then start the trade. That's how we set a signal. So setting a signal is very simple. After starting it, don't forget to put your coin in a one shot and then you to start a coin. So after that, that means someone who's done, and that's how we go about it. So that's all. That is all. I don't know whether you have missed any point, but I know I've done it in the way I'm supposed to do it. Someone is saying I'm too speedy. I've been too speedy. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen two people who are saying I'm too speedy. You know, for once you have done something for over and over again, time comes when it is in your blood. Yes. Now, we start with the trade setting like that. Then 2 is to determine our preset price. Then, or is the number of margin calls we use it for. And then to fill in what we call the take profit. Where do you get the take profit? You check on the coin. And then 4 is what you call take profit callback. 5 is to calculate the margin configurations you are going to use. Where do you get them? You go to the coin given, like this one. They had given us drop, it was 5. Now, if the drop is 5, you need to go to your calculator if you are not sure what you are going to use. Get 5 as a drop, as a percentage drop, divided by number of margin calls you are going to use. That means at least each call should be done at 1.25. So that means you are going to come here. You are going to come here and edit. At least your call drop should be 25. Considering when I'm considering the coin I've just got on top. Okay, it had a call drop of 5. You just put 1, 2, 5. Though you can alternate, so you can decide to change them, but make sure that once you add the total of the first call, second call, third call, fourth call, it is 5%, or it is totaling that percentage given. And here, and this side, there are 2 strategies to use. And the strategies, to choose which strategy to use, it is going to depend on your income or on your trading capital. Okay? So if someone is having 225, you are going to use +1. That is the first one, whereby you start with 2, 2 + 1, 3, 3 + 1, 4, 4 + 1, 5. That's your strategy. Then in case someone is having 285, is going to use Fibonacci. With the Fibonacci, we start with 2, 3, 5, 8. And then in case someone is having around 465, you can use double up for one coin. That is the money for one coin. So I'm not getting someone who is having 200 and you are trading 2 coins. I'm not getting someone who is having 300 and you're trading 1 coin. I'm not getting you at all. So with double up, it is 2, 4, 8, 16. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, if the coin can make can go with its call drop, the profits made all the profits you make will be different, because the higher the trading capital, the higher the profits make or made. Okay, that's all. So after that, after getting that, then I need to come back here. When you come back here, you need to confirm what you have done. When you confirm, you proceed. Okay, you proceed. Then after here, never and never forget the preset price. The moment you forget the preset price and you just start the coin when they have not told you the current price, then you are going to get total different trading results. As others will be celebrating, for you will be in floating loss. So make sure you don't forget the preset price, because it is always given. And after that, putting in the preset price, someone just need to click on one shot and then you start your trade. As simple as that. Though I don't want to start this trade. So that's how we go with the setting signal. Now, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, according to my explanation, at least someone has understood how to set a preset a signal in case it's given. Now, Majanga is asking, how much do I need to get? How much do I need to get $90 daily profit? No one knows. No one knows, because when we give a signal, we don't know how much is going to deliver in the market and how fast is it going to make. Is it today, tomorrow, or the other day? Then how do I go back from preset to current price in case it was used before? Yes, you just need to click on preset price and then put in details, okay? And put in details and edit. Why the robot buy less calls than what was previously? It is due to the market. Sir, it is due to the market. Once the market just go up, don't expect the robot to make the calls, because it works on your commands. The robot will never work out of your commands. What about if my trading capital is like 1,200? Do I have to increase the first buy any amount of I'm using, or a double up? It is up to you, sir. It's up to you, because you have trading capital. You can double up. You can trade the coin, 2 coins with it. It's up to you. Then someone is asking me to repeat the call drop. To calculate the call drop, I said it's very simple. You need to go to calculator. This is my calculator. Any percentage given, you divide it by, sometimes they can say our call drop is 1.5. If it is 1.5, you divide it by number of margin calls, like that. Any percentage given, you just divide it by number of margin call. If they say our call drop is 2, you divide it by your number of margin calls. I think it's done now. I think it's okay. So, then is it possible for me to set 4 margin call drop call limit if I have 100? Now, it is possible, but that means you are going to use your personal margin calls. Or call, when I talk about, I told you, ladies and gentlemen, that that means you are going to use different multiple, we call them multiple buy-in ratio. But if you are going to use what I've shown you, then that means with that money, you cannot go with the 4 margin calls. But however, you can change according to your capital. Okay, you can change according to your capital. But to be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to be sure and go out of the market, let us fight hard and raise that trading capital. You fight hard and raise that trading capital and see what will happen. But if it is a one time, I'm not getting it. What if it's a one time? I don't know what you mean. I have missed out on your call drop, but I've recalculated again and I've shown how we do it. What if I need the more margin calls? It is up to you, sir. The moment you have trading capital, it is up to you. You can even set up to 100. You can even set up to 200 margin calls. You can even set 500 margin calls. The moment you have trading capital that can cover all of them. I see that things change very often. And of course, the robot works by our command. Give us real group to join so that to be aware and ready for signals like that of 300 and others. So tell your leader to add you to that group. Because there are two groups. Actually, we've created 2 groups. Tell your leader to add you on that group. Because me, I don't have your number, and then how can I add you? Then please show us how we can set the 10 margin calls. No, now for you, now why do you want to set 10 margin calls yet when you have 300? Now this guy is telling us to show him how to set 10 margin calls 300 with $300. Now what you need to know, with the trading, you are limited with your trading capital. Okay, for you may want something, but according to your trading capital, it is impossible. It cannot. Though you can set 10 and change your multiple by in ratio and put what you want. How do I go back to current price? No, that one was done. If someone is asking me, where do I get the margin calls from? On the coin, they always give you call drop. That is a call drop. Where do you get the margin calls from? Where do I get the margin call? I'm not getting the question. I'm not getting you why you are asking me this, because margin calls helping us to reduce on the rate of the floating loss. That's why sometimes if someone just have one buy, they take long the market. But whenever you buy low, the more you buy low, the more you reduce the average cost, and it becomes closer to the current price. That's where we get it from. That's where we get it from. If I forget to set the preset price, will I get the... If you forget to set the preset price, you will get totally different results. You will get totally different results according to the expectation of the person who gave us the signal. I've already talked about, tell us about 3%, 300 strategy. I've already talked about it, that if someone you have $15, if you compound your money with our trading signals, expect to make at least 100K after 300 successful trades. No, you don't send me the number. Don't give me the number. You have the person who introduced you the business, tell that person to add you on the group. What brings floating loss? What brings floating? It is very simple. It is the cost price being higher than the current price. That's where the floating loss comes from. It is the cost price being higher than the current price. As simple as that. So with that, allow me to end here, ladies and gentlemen. You have been a nice audience, and I drop back the microphone to my great leader to conclude with our presentation. Sir, you are most welcome. I salute you all.
Thank you so much, our guest speaker for today and trainer, Mr. Mubiru Spirito, for work well done. We appreciate all of you for making a decision to be with us this morning. I hope you were able to learn 1 or 2 things. The beauty of what happened today is that if you take the initiative and be able to check our YouTube channel, the Crypto Ambassadors, all that we are talking about today, we have been repeating for close now for 2 years, right? Okay, for those that, if I could, all of you that have all these questions that maybe you did not get a clear answer, or maybe you did not get a clear answer, then it is important for you to get back to our previous lessons and be able to listen through. But thank you so much, Mr. Mubiru Spirito, for the work well done. What I'm going to do is when I look through the questions below, maybe that have not been answered, I will just get you back to the because I see some questions. I would just recommend you to hear because all your questions were answered, but maybe you did not know how to check because I don't want to add on anything done by Mr. Mubiru Spirito. When you come to our this channel, if you have a question on how you want to open margin calls, come and read this session. You have floating loss. What is floating loss? How do you overcome it? Come here, right? The training that has been done by Mr. Mubiru is here. So come to our Crypto Ambassadors channel, right? All your questions you are answering, okay, have been answered before. You just need to make sure you take off your own personal time, okay, and come and listen to these trainings, just two of them, today's training and this one. If you have your issues, the issues I see in the chat, floating loss, how do I set a coin? We did this and he has done it again here. So I believe all your questions will receive answers there. Okay. How can we pick signals from Royalq app? Can you kindly share the computation of the cheat? I want to copy it fully. I hope we can drop the cheat again to all our different groups so that you can have it. You don't need to copy. I hope we can drop. I've tried to drop the screenshot, and I think Mr. Mubiru Spirito, we can drop it to all our different groups and also our Telegram group. Okay. Someone says last question here I see is okay. If you want to use your Royalq application to pick coins, this is what I would recommend personally. Come to Royalq. Come to Royalq. At this place of percentage change, if you want to pick a coin anytime you want, come here at percentage change, turn this to percentage change, and pick the coin that has the most negative. In this case, you pick this coin here, OMG. But make sure when you pick this coin and you come on create, and maybe Martingale bot, create the strategy. Next, you make sure you use the default settings of Royalq. Julius, what do you mean by the default settings of Royalq? These are settings. These are settings that come with a big drop, right? These are settings that come with a big drop. Make sure you use the default settings of Royalq, all right? If you use this format, it will always work for you. You pick coins that have big drops, okay? You put in the margin call drop must be big enough, okay? Don't put 5%, 10%, no. Make sure, let me block these messages. So make sure you put in these drops as they have been given. The what we call the margin call drops that have been created by Royalq. If you don't understand this topic that I'm talking about, I will still recommend you, because I see someone is still saying I don't understand. I'm gonna drop the link. Someone saying I still don't understand. I would still recommend you. I'm gonna drop these videos again. These two videos, please. I talked about this in the previous session. Come and watch this video and this video. You'll be good to go. All right, you'll be good to go. Okay, but to simplify for you, if you don't get it, Please, I repeat, you can pick coins that are in most negative here. I can prove you without reasonable doubt that you always make money. But the reason why I want you to use the default setting is because the coin can go more negative than this. So when you add on the default setting, you win better. So you pick these coins that are in negative, these ones. But you pick the last one. I usually recommend one coin at a time. So come here on mine, come on my strategy setting, tap just plus if you want to, you don't have it, or if you are new, tap on add it now. And this is the default settings. What do you change? Simple. Make sure it's one shot. Make sure the margin calls are 4. Make sure the take profit, I would recommend 2.5 to 3%. You can put 3.01. If you want to get out of the trade, put 2.5 or 0.01. This is what I would recommend. The buy-in callback, I also would recommend 0.3. This. Then when it comes to the margin configuration, keep it this. Now, this means that you have a capital. This one, Mr. Mubiru has handled. Okay, this is where you have around $500. I think we are going to share the screenshot. If you have around 285, use the Fibonacci. You have 225, use the +1. This. Okay, so you can always be able to enjoy. So instead of you waiting for signals from Julius and the team, you can always pick a coin that is in most negative, but use the default setting. I recommend a 24816 as the best if you have $500. If you have 1,000, you could increase your first buying amount to over basically $30. All right, and that could be my recommendation. Thank you so much for joining today. This is what I understand. You cannot understand everything at the start, but when you keep on repeatedly attending the training, you get it by the back. Thank you so much, Mr. Mubiru Spirito. He has showed you our strategy of the 3% 300x challenge. And he has also explained to you, ladies and gentlemen, that it is important for you to compound, right? Compound. So how do you compound as I come to the end, right? How do you compound as I come to the end? Okay. So let's go to our calculator. Let's go to our calculator as I conclude. You traded a coin. You traded a coin. You traded a coin and your first buying amount was $15. All right. And your take profit was 3%. So it means when this coin sells, your profit will be 0.45. So it means when you're entering a second coin, you will change your first buying amount 15 plus 0.45. So your next first buying amount here at this coin. So when I come to pick another coin, I traded OMG, it sold. So when I come to pick Masic here, I'll change my first buying amount. So I just tap on trade settings. So I'll change my first buying amount and I put 4.5. Okay, now I trade another coin. Again, I take 3%, all right? Someone was asking, how does $15 become $100,000? So I now take 3% again, all right? So it means my next trade will be this plus 15.45. So it will be 15.459. So if this coin sells, and I come again, I pick another coin. Let me say I pick GMT. So if I come here and I pick GMT as my next coin to trade, I'll change my first buying amount now to 15.913. 15.913. Is it 9135? Yes. So this will be my next first buying amount. So as you make the money, you keep on compounding. Okay, you keep on compounding. The other thing we discussed the other time is that you come to the Play Store if you cannot calculate and download what you call a compounding calculator, compounding interest calculator. And from the so many, but if you have an iPhone, you may not get it. If you have an Android, you'll get this one. It is here. I'm going to share the link in the chat after this call for the members already. So you tap on it, open it up, and so if you start with $15 as your first buying amount, your take profit is 3%. For 300 successful trades, you'll move your $15 to $100,000. Now, some people decide to say they want to change their first buying amount. The reason why we put $15 here, because we expect someone to raise their capital up to around $500, all right? Because if you raise your capital up to around $500, you get out of the trade faster. You get out of the trade faster. That's why we say, if you cannot buy more, use the default settings so that it could prevent you from too much floating loss. Then you make sure you keep on compounding your money, compounding your money, compounding your money, and that's how you grow your income, right? I hope I've created some clarity to that area too. Okay, someone is saying, can I still use compounding with big capital? Not advisable. Yes, you can still compound with big capital. Yes, you can still compound with big capital. Very, very important. You can compound with big capital. For example, there's a certain trade we are running and we are compounding. Okay, you can compound. Let me show you, my friend. Okay, let's look here. Let's look here, guys. The reason why we can compound with big capital is you must, for example, if I put my first buying amount to be $500 and I want to take 3%, right? I want to take 3%. My first buying is $500. I must have the money that can do the 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16, all right? Which is basically to me 30 plus 1 when the market went in for the first time, 31 times $500 as my first. So I must have $15,000 in my USDT for me to take $500 as my first buying amount. If I want to take $200 as my first buying amount, I want to trade one coin, at least I must have $6,200. If I want to take $100 as my first buying amount, at least I must have $3,100. If I want to take $50 as my first buying amount, $50, I must have 1,550. If I want to make $25 as my first buying amount, at least I must have $777. If I want to make let me say $20 as my first buy, I have at least 620. You should control your greed. This is risk management. When you use it, you can 100% be able to have safe trades. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. If it doesn't compound with your mind, I'll request you could drop the questions in the chats on our different Telegram groups, on our different YouTube channel, and also onto our different WhatsApp. We have different leaders, Mr. Mubiru Spiritual and other leaders. I've seen Leader Presh in the house. I've seen Leader OBM in the house, and they will always be there for you to make sure that they answer your questions, and also I myself, all right? Recommendation as I come to the end, all our training are free. If anyone requests you money, you are doing a personal discussion. It has nothing to do with the crypto ambassadors, all right? All our trainings are free. We don't pay for anything. It is free of charge. When you get started, you are entitled to a free training. If someone requests you money, you can come to my chat and I help you for free. Our trainings are free. No training is paid for. Right? If anyone asks, our signals are free. If anyone requests you for money, then you chat me, may I give you a free signal. I've also showed you how you can get yourself a free signal, and they usually work out. But basically, if you go for that approach, make sure I use the default setting, because I see someone still asking me the same question. The coin can go aggressively down because it's not an analyzed coin. These coins we are giving are basically according to 24-hour performance power of Royalq. Royalq will always look at the 24 hours of how coins have performed before. So when you come and choose coins here, for example, you come and choose OMG, make sure you are using the default settings. Please do not come and pick these coins and don't use the default settings, because if you pick a coin like OMG, the default settings go for a minimum of 15, which means this coin will get around 21% dip from its, which is not possible. So use the default settings. Please don't edit to 5%. Please don't edit to 2%. You might burn your fingers. If the market goes against you, you might not like it. So I recommend, if you come and you want to use the coins here in Royalq, those that are already in most negative, use the default settings. And Julius, again, what do you mean by default settings? Come to mine, come to my strategy setting. Plus, what do I mean by the default settings? Just change the margin call here to 4. Change your take profit maybe to maximum of 3.01. Your callback to 0.01. Put your coin in one shot. Your buying callback, it's okay, you can make it 0.3. This is what I mean the default settings. And these default settings are into the margin configuration here. The margin configuration here, these ones. And if you use this formula, you never wait for my signal, you never wait for the team signal. Always you will have coins that are buying and selling and winning all the time. So if someone requests you for, you want to look for a signal, use this to find your personal signal. Make sure you use these default settings. If you run away from using the default settings and the coin goes deep against you, it's not my problem. It's your problem. I've done my work. So you can always pick coins that are in most negative, use the default margin configuration, set the coin, take profit. I recommend everybody on the call to raise their trading capital to around $500 so that you can use the 24816 strategy. It is the best. Why? Because it brings the average price close at the current price. No shortcut. That's the best way to win your trades. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Mubiru Spirito. Thank you so much, Leader OBM. Thank you so much, Leader Precious. Thank you so much, all different leaders. So the signals we provide, Mr. Mubiru has given you a strategy. You want to pick a signal by yourself, I've also given you a strategy. We love you all. Have a nice day. God bless you. And thank you for joining today.